City are promoted. With 6 games to spare, they've wiped the floor with League One and are back in the Championship. And it's not surprising. Chris Davies has done a phenomenal job, and they have Jay Stansfield and Alfie May who can't stop scoring. And this has made me wonder, just how far could I take Birmingham under my management? Well, today we're gonna find out. As I'm taking the job from Chris Davies and becoming their new gaffer, we are starting them in the Championship, and our goal is to not only get into the Premier League, but to ultimately win them the Champions League. And there I am, boys and girls, officially being announced as Birmingham's new manager, and I've got to say, I like the team. Because this is the Birmingham City squad I've walked into, ladies and gentlemen, and it is absolutely fantastic. Now, looking at the team, you might notice something just a little bit different. Well, guys, you'd be correct, because in real life, Birmingham, as you know, have just been promoted to the Championship. So I've given every single one of Birmingham City's players a +2 boost in their rating, because that's inevitably going to happen in FC 26. I've also made sure we've got no players currently on loan to us, because we are going to treat this like the new campaign. And it has to be said, guys, this team, even without the +2 overall boost, has got some serious ballers. You've got Jay Stansfield, who in real life can't stop scoring. You've got Alex Cochrane, who's a great fullback. You've got the Polish rock at the back, Christian Bailey. And you've got Scottish midfielder Mark Leonard, who's one player I'm actually really excited about. I'm also happy to say we've got a very young side with Birmingham City, which means long-term wise, we could see so much progression from so many of our players. And obviously, because in real life, Birmingham have been promoted as champions, we've got that Championship promotion money. We've got 17 million to spend. And with American football superstar Tom Brady having shares in this club, I'd say that's a realistic number. And if we spend that money wisely on this team, Birmingham City could get back-to-back promotions. But it's alright spending money willy-nilly. We first need to make sure our tactics are spot on. So I'm going for the 4-3-3 attack with a counter-attacking build-up style and a fairly deep line. And we're also going to be playing like this when we're on the ball on the counter-attack, guys. I've got a feeling this is going to wipe the floor with the Championship. And now that we've shuffled the team around, I fully believe this is our strongest starting 11 by a mile. And that really fills me with confidence, especially with all this money to throw around, guys. At this point, if we don't get promoted, it seems like a failure. The question is, though, where do we invest that money into this team? Because we could leave this team alone and it'd do an amazing job. However, I do feel like stronger keepers than these pair would be a good option, and we could possibly get a better right midfielder than Scott Wright. But aside from those two positions, I'm very happy with the rest of the team. It's just a question now of who do we bring in? Well, I've got a good idea for the goalkeeper role, because I'm thinking Jack Butland would be absolutely perfect. I know he's playing for Rangers, but just hear me out. He's already had 2 stints at Birmingham City, and as it turns out, guys, Butland's future at Rangers is quite uncertain. But I'm going to make it certain, and I'm going to do that by making him a Birmingham City player once again by spending 3.75 million on him. But I'm not done yet, because I want to sign Hugo Sikwe from Club Brugge. He's only 21, but he's already 71 rated. And just like that, for 4.3 million, he now plays for Birmingham. Now, this does leave us 5 mil, but I think we're going to leave the window there, because we've done exactly what we wanted to do in this window. We've got a very good keeper in Jack Butland for the Championship, and we've got a very promising right midfielder. And both of them fit into our starting team like a glove. However, our work's not done yet, because there's certain players in this team I want to get game time, and certain other players will stop them from getting that. So all 4 of these players and any others that I find along the way are going out on loan. And we do need to convert Hugo Sikwe to be a right winger, but as you can see, that'll take 30 odd weeks. So when the time comes, I'll just do that off camera. But right now, guys, I believe this team is now officially ready for the Championship. And like I've said, anything but promotion's a failure. We got a good keeper, our defense is solid, we got a great midfield, a very good front 3. I personally don't see any reason at all why we can't get into the Premier League. And guys, as mental as this is about to sound, it might just happen. We are in the playoffs alongside Luton, Hull and West Brom. Could you imagine if we actually do it? Oh, bloody hell, West Brom, man. Why did you have to spoil the party? Oh, that sucks, man. We'd have absolutely nailed Hull in the final too, wouldn't we? It is what it is, I guess, guys. But if we can finish 3rd in our first season back in the Championship, next year we've got it in the bag. But it's not just the Championship we performed well in. We made it to the quarters of the FA Cup this time. And we made it to round 3 of the Carabao Cup. And when you look at the team and how far it's progressed this year, it's really not surprising. I dare say we've underperformed and we should be in the Prem next year. I mean, for goodness sake, just look at some of the ratings of our players now. I mean, obviously everybody had a +2 rating boost at the start of the campaign, but Mark Lennon is still grown by 7 on his own. Ethan Laird's grown by 5. Stansfield's grown by 4. And so is Hugo Sikwe. So all in all, I'd say we've done a good job. And as you can see from the stats, guys, we certainly know how to score. But Lyndon Dykes doing better than Stansfield just does not sit right with me. We've got to prioritise Stansfield's game time over everything else. But guys, do you lot want to see something crazy? Aston Villa won the Champions League this year, beating Arsenal to do it. Well, that's added a bit more pressure, hasn't it? Because granted, whilst this Birmingham City side are progressing well, they are after all still a Championship side. And at the same time, Aston Villa have just become the best team in the world. Yeah, we need to get our act together. We need to get this team in the Premier League, and we need to do it by any means necessary. Which means we need to be brutal in next year's transfer window, man. If there's any weaklings at all, they've got to be replaced. Now guys, we've just arrived into Season 2 of Birmingham, and we've got a plan of action ahead, and we've got 20 million to act it out. But I've just had a painful realization. There is not one single weakness in the starting 11, or the subs bench for that matter. Seriously guys, just look at the bench for the Championship. This is grade A level squad depth. And even Williamson, who's technically the weakest player in the starting team, was last year's top goal scorer, so logically I can't get rid of him. And when you take all of that into account, it's leading me to this decision. This 20 million is staying exactly where it is, because we aren't going to spend a penny of it this year. Actually guys, that's technically not true. We are going to use that money to improve our coaching system. And I'm giving everybody pretty lengthy contracts, but that's all we're using the money for. So I am very confidently leaving the team like this for Season 2 of Birmingham, and I think this time, instead of just making the playoffs, we're going to get automatically promoted. Guys, you seriously can't write this. We are once again in the playoffs alongside Forest, Coventry and Preston, but that's not what I'm annoyed about. We got over 100 points and didn't get automatically promoted. Are you joking? What are the odds of that, man? We cleared Forest by 11 points. If we don't win the playoffs, this is a joke. Thankfully though, this time we are in the final after smashing Preston 4-2. But now we've got to beat Nottingham Forest. And that's exactly what we've just done. Oh my god, how on earth have we just beaten Forest considering how good they are? I mean, come on, I'm going through their midfield alone, and that's far superior to ours. But hey, I'm not complaining, we're Premier League. We also made it to round 5 of the FA Cup and round 3 of the Carabao. So I think making no changes this year was certainly the right decision. I mean, just take a look at the team, man. There's all the proof you need here. You've got Alex Cochrane growing another 3. Hugo Sikwe growing another 4. Jay Stansfield's done the same. Yeah, Birmingham are cooking. And as you can see, stats-wise, we're looking much better. I mean, 25 and 12 for Williamson, 21 and 8 for Hansen, 20 and 6 for Stansfield. We're looking good going into the Prem. And you know something? I'm not even slightly worried about surviving it, because all these teams from 17th to 10th, I believe we stand a great chance of beating them, especially once we're done with this team in the next transfer window. Hell, you never know, we might even get European football. But before we find out, if you're enjoying this video with Birmingham City, please let me know by leaving a like on this video and smashing that subscribe button. We're currently on the road to 85,000 subscribers, and whilst we're closing in on it, I need your help to get over that finish line. But here we are, guys, Season 3 now with Birmingham City, and we are finally back in the Prem. And like I said, we aren't fighting for survival, we're fighting for top 10 to potentially European football. And we'll have 36 million to help us pull that off. Good old promotion money, you gotta love it. But now it's just a question of where to put that money. And I've been through everybody's development plans, so I know exactly who's going to be staying long term, who's going to be staying short term, but more importantly, who's going to be getting replaced. Now this might come as a surprise to you lot, but I'm actually going to leave Jack Butland alone. He got us to the Premier League, guys. He deserves at least 1 year in it. I'm also leaving Williamson alone too, because frankly, he's a goal machine. However, I will be replacing Parks Young-Home, man. He's 29 years old, he's 78 rating. We're not going to get too much more out of him. And I am really sorry, Birmingham City fans, but Christian Bielik is getting replaced as well. Believe me, I wouldn't do this if I had no other choice, but as you can see, guys, his development plan has stagnated. He's reached his full potential. But don't worry, I've got someone lined up, because I'm going to go for Burnley CJ Egan Riley. He's only 23 years old, he's 78 overall. He's rapid with great defending and physicality. And let's be real, he's way too good for the Championship. And guys, it's lucky we are minted right now, because he was way more expensive than I thought he'd be. but long term, I think he'll be worth it. Unfortunately, that does leave us 12 mil in the budget. And let's be real, with how good the starting 11 is right now, guys, that isn't going to go very far here, is it? So you know what? We're going to have a look on the free agents list. Let's see who we can and can't find. We could find some decent squad depth here, couldn't we? But we found more than that. We found a starting team player and squad depth. First and foremost, we got Amadou Haidara, who's 28.79 overall. And we've got a backup striker now in Wesley Said. Yeah, you better believe I'm signing them both up. And just like that, ladies and gents, our first Premier League transfer window has come to an end. But trust me, we've done good business. You simply have to look at the starting team to see it, man. We've made significant improvements. We brought in a very promising young centre-back in Egan Riley, an experienced midfielder in Haidara for absolutely nothing, and we've actually got quality depth in every single area in our bench, which is fantastic for the Prem. But the best thing about this team, guys, it is still so insanely young, and we all know what that means. So I'm certainly thinking a top 10 finish is on the cards, guys. I know that's a bit wild for a newly promoted side, but with the quality we've got, I don't see why we can't do it. Yeah, okay, maybe I got a little overzealous. We have finished 12th though, which for a newly promoted side is still very good. But as you can see, guys, we're a good 20 points away from European football, so next year onwards, we've got some work to do. We're still doing solid in cup competitions though, guys. We made it once again to round 5 of the FA Cup. But we dropped a stinker this time in the Carabao. And the team on paper, ladies and gents, is slowly but surely coming together, which does bring me one problem, but I'll get to that later. As for the stats though, as you can see, even in the Premier League, our front three know how to bang goals in for fun. Jay Stansfield especially with 18 goals and 5 assists. The guy's just unreal, isn't he? But from next season onwards, we really need to get serious with Birmingham City. We finished 12th in the Premier League this year, which is now our benchmark to work from. So next year, we need to figure out who to replace, who to bring in order to get Birmingham a higher finish. And that might mean making some very controversial, very brutal decisions. But if that's what we got to do to get this team European football, then guys, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And true to my word, guys, it is exactly what I've done. As you can see, we have sold quite a few players and some big names as well. But we've now got just shy of 120 million to spend. And that is game changing. Because if we find suitable replacements for the players we sold from the starting 11, we are all but guaranteed top 6 football. And guys, I am not messing around, which is why I've just spent 15.5 million on Sheffield Wednesday's Gassama. He's only 23, but he's 77 rated with fantastic pace and dribbling, but he is just the start. Because I noticed that Taylor Harwell-Bellis was still at Championship side Southampton and his contract was expiring, so I spent 15 mil to sign him. And I also spent a whopping 34 million on Ipswich Town goalkeeper Louise Jr., who at 26 years old and 82 overall could make all the difference in the world. And looking at the team, we are slowly but surely getting there. However, we just need one more player. And with us having 49 mil in the budget, I think for the cam roll, we go all out. So that is exactly what I did, as I just signed 20-year-old Rodrigo Moura for 35 million. As you can see, he's a fantastic player with great stats, and the best thing is, he's just going to go from strength to strength as he gets older. But that's us done and dusted in Season 4's transfer window, with the team now looking like this and then into our 4th campaign. And I think it might be our best yet. We've got a solid keeper in goal, a great defence, good midfield trio, a solid front three. It's our strongest team yet. And hopefully by the end of the season, they'll have proved that. But honestly, right now, I'm not getting my hopes up too much. As you can see, the stats are pretty underwhelming. Stansfield did get 25 goal contributions in 41 games, but that's about as good as it gets. On paper though, it's a different story. Oh my goodness, there's not a single weak link in the entire team. Our keeper's now 85 rated, Egan Riley's 83 rated, Moura's jumped up to 82 overall, Stansfield's 85. We might get European football after all. And holy crap guys, I wasn't joking either. We've got Champions League football next year because we finished 3rd. We are nowhere near the title, but honestly at this point, I couldn't care less. We've done something astronomical here. We beat teams like Arsenal, Liverpool, United. The bottle job's finished 10th. That's brilliant. The thing is though, now with UCL football, we've got to kick things up a notch. Because getting knocked out in round 3 of the FA Cup and letting Spurs win the Carabao Cup quite simply isn't good enough. So next year, we really cannot play favourites. We can't play the loyalty card anymore. We've got to be absolutely ruthless in what we do in that transfer window. Because Bayern Munich this year won the UCL, beating City to do it. And right now, we're not on that level, but hopefully soon we will be. And guys, as we begin the new season with Birmingham, I believe we've just taken a step in the right direction to make that happen, because the winger that we've just brought is going to make us elite. Because I've just signed Gabriel Martinelli from Chelsea for 67 million. He's only 27, 85 rated with phenomenal stats. And by the way, if you don't believe me about the Chelsea thing, there it is, ladies and gents, in black and white. And believe me, it disgusts me as well. But now that he's in our front three alongside Stansfield and Sequay, I think we'll be the dark horse in the UCL. Because quite frankly, guys, I'm looking at some of the teams that we'll be potentially facing, and I think we've got a great chance of at least making the playoffs. But this year, to be fair, I want to forget about the UCL. I want to focus on maintaining our status in the Premier League as a top 4 side. And if this team can do that 2 years on the bounce, then we can start taking the Champions League a little more seriously. And guys, that's exactly what we've done. We are 3rd in the Prem, this time only 3 points away from the ball jobs winning the... Oh, why did they have to win it? Well, that's put a damper on us finishing 3rd, man. I was so happy till I saw that. Bloody bottle jobs. But there is more good news, guys. We have had a very tardy FA Cup run, making it to round 6. But we only made it to round 3 of the Carabao Cup. Chelsea again knocking us out. Leave me alone, man. I'm happy to say, though, in the UCL, we've done far better than in the Carabao, guys, as we are 6th in the league phase. But we only make it to the round of 16. We just lose out to Bayern, man. You know what, though? I'll take that. Bayern are a joke of a team. And whilst granted, we have some world-class players in our squad, we aren't quite there yet to be beating Bayern Munich. But looking at the stats this year in comparison to last, it's like a different team. Look at Jay Stansfield, man. 40 goals and 7 assists in 53 games. I'm so happy he's our striker. But that proves it's not the attack where we're going wrong. It's potentially our defence, maybe even the midfield. So I think next year, that's where we focus our money. And considering we've once again finished inside the top 4 and got UCL football again next year, I'm willing to bet this team's about to get its highest budget yet. And if that's the case, we might just win everything next season. And guys, it has finally happened. The board have backed us. We've got over 100 mil in the budget. And like I said last year, we just need to sort this defence out, and then we may just become the best team in the world. But first, we need to know how to spend this money. It's alright targeting a certain part of the team, it's just which part. Now, as you can see, Alex Cochrane is actually still growing strong, and he's about to enter his 30s. Those are his peak years. And Ethan Laird, who's 2 years younger, is still going strong too. And so is CJ Egan-Riley. Taylor Harwood-Bellis, on the other hand, isn't. Granted, he's 82 rated, but in the Champions League, that's not good enough. So it looks like Harwood-Bellis is biting the bullet, and he's the one getting replaced. And with over 100 million in the budget, and only one place to send it, I reckon we go all out for a new centre-back. And that's exactly what I've just done, as I've spent a whopping 80 million on Willian Pacho. As you can see, his defending and physicality is unreal, his pace is great, and considering he's only 27, he'll continue to improve. And just look at that defence now, man. We are absolutely solid there. But we do have an issue, guys. We've got absolutely no depth. Our subs bench is literally down to the bare minimum. Yeah, we can't have this, ladies and gents. I think it's time to raid that free agents list. And you know what? I've actually found 4 very solid players for the bench. The first one being Marone Sanadi, a 28-year-old striker who's 75 rated, a 34-year-old keeper in Robin Zentner, a very well-rounded 25-year-old centre midfielder in Warren Bondo, and an experienced centre-back in Axel Disasi. So yeah, that was a success. And just look at the bench now, guys. The transformation's insane. Who says the free agents list doesn't deliver? And I think that might just make the difference in the Champions League. As you can see, we're ranked way higher than we were previously. But again, we're not just focusing on the UCL, we're focusing on the Premier League, and this time I really want to win it. Or at the very least, I want this team to stop Spurs from winning it, man. That in its own right will be a massive achievement to me. Guys, I can't lie, I'm getting a bit sick of this now. We are 2nd in the league, this time to Manchester City. They literally only lost 1 game all year. How on earth do you compete with that? We once again only make it to the quarters of the FA Cup, and we lost to Everton in the Carabao Cup semis too. Bro, I said I wanted to stop the bottle jobs, not become them. I'm actually praying we've done well in the Champions League this year, man. We are through to the playoffs at the very least. But we crash out against PSG. Oh, you got to be joking me, man. Of all teams to draw up against, PSG is the one we got. I mean, come on, look at the teams here we could have drawn against. But no, we had to draw against one of the strongest in the competition. But we can't get away from the fact that this team has just been second best all year. We are legitimately the new bottle jobs in Season 6. But looking at it, I don't get how that's even possible, man. We've got a world-class team up and down. You've got Jay Stansfield bagging 39 goal contributions in 57 games, 18 and 14 for Sikwe, 18 and 12 for Gabriel Martinelli. I don't know where we're going wrong here. Maybe it's the midfield, guys. Maybe we need to strengthen that up a little bit. I mean, Haidara is in his early 30s now, approaching that age where he's going to start declining in rating. But if we are to make this team the best team in England and the world, we might need to do more than just sign a centre mid. Having said that, we do still need a centre mid, and I've gone for one of the most overlooked, underrated midfielders in the Premier League, as I've just spent a whopping 60 million on Alexis McAllister. I know he's only 1 year younger than Haidara, but his level's above him, so I don't think it'll matter. And you know what? With McAllister in this team now, I'm fairly happy to leave it alone. I think what we need to do is improve the quality on our bench, make sure we're replacing quality with quality. And you know what? I took a deep dive into that free agents list again, and it didn't disappoint. I found Diego Gomez, a 27-year-old midfielder. I found Juanluca Gaetano, a 78 rated cam, and I found Niall Huggins, who's a decent left back. And I'm going to snap all three of these up. And not only is the bench looking better now, we've actually got quite a few players at our disposal. Having said that though, I'd like a stronger second choice than Zentner, and I'd like a stronger second choice striker than Sonade. And considering we have 50 mil in the budget left, we can definitely make that happen. So I went ahead and signed Mathis Ablin, an 81 rated striker from Strasbourg. And I signed James Beadle from Union Berlin, who's an 82 rated goalkeeper. And that is officially our window done. And I'm happy to say with their additions to the bench, I am finally content with it. Because now that this team's got squad depth and quality squad depth at that, we have got a great chance in the Champions League this year. But I'm not just settling for the UCL. I want them to become the best team in the Premier League. We've come close way too many times for us to not do it this season. And guys, I'm happy to say after 7 years, we did it. We are the best team in England with Birmingham City. And it wasn't even close either. 18 points clear of the Gunners. Hey, I'll take that. But we still haven't won the FA Cup, and we haven't won the Carabao. Honestly, at this point, what does it take? But right now, they aren't important. The Champions League is, and this time we've had a really good showing in the league phase. And we've gone on to beat Leipzig in the round of 16, smash Frankfurt in the quarters, and we've beaten Barca in the semis. We're playing AC Milan in the final. Guys, I don't think we could have had a nicer run to the final either. Leipzig, Frankfurt, and Barcelona, now AC Milan. Bro, this is ours to lose. No offense, AC Milan fans. But looking at their team and comparing that to ours, there should realistically be no comparison, man. We wiped the floor with them in every department. I mean, for God's sake, look at these stats at the end of Season 7, man. We are going to absolutely blow Milan out of the water, especially with our strongest 11 out against them, man. Honestly, good luck, AC Milan. You're going to need it. And what's even better, we've actually got a couple of OGs from the beginning in this squad right now. And whilst granted we haven't won many trophies in 7 years, we've won the playoffs and we've just won the Premier League, so that's got to count for something. And we are on the verge of winning the biggest trophy you can win at club level. All we got to do now is beat the Italian giants to do it. Comes AC Milan early on. Liam Delap. Oh, Barthy boy would not be happy against playing against him. Okay. Oh, that's a good save, Junior. That is not the start we were after. They've gone short with the corner. We could take advantage of this. Oh, that's a good tackle from Leonard. Okay, we definitely can take advantage of this. Leonard is still on the ball. He's going to run the channel. Well, he was doing a good job. The bully lost it, the donkey. Here comes AC Milan, though, on the right-hand side of the pitch. The cut inside. Liam Delap's there. We're trying to get a foot in. CJ Egan-Riley's there. AC Milan are pushing the way forward. We need to go. Oh, my God, that's good defending, good keeping. Okay, here come AC Milan once again. I'll tell you what, we are defending really well to our credit. Martinelli on the ball. Oh, that's a beautiful ball to Cochrane. And he's, oh my God, he's in behind here. Cochrane, he's in behind. He can go all the way, but he's not giving two stands. Field block. Freaking out, come on, man. We're on the ball. Okay, this is decent. Oh, we've got a real bit of space here with Martinelli, and he puts us 1-0 up. Gabriel Martinelli with the screamer top right bins. That has been coming. We have been putting way too much pressure on these guys for the last 10 minutes, man, and Martinelli takes full advantage. But now we need to keep this lead, or better yet, extend it, as Guerra's on the left-hand side of the pitch. He's trying to get past Ethan Laird. He's gone inside, and that is, oh my God. Bro, why can't we tackle these guys? Oh, Oh my god, I genuinely am beginning to hate AC Milan. Like, how many times do we have to tackle these stupid absolute wet wipes before we actually get the ball off? Bloody hellfire, the ricochet there was actually ridiculous. But here comes Gabriel Martinelli. We're going to try and cut inside. We've actually done really well here. Gabriel Martinelli. Oh, come on. Nothing's going our way at the minute. Here comes AC Milan. They've got a shot off. Junior, good save. Become a very evenly contested game. I'll give them credit where credit's due. They're right back in it. And as we start the second half, they look like they're genuinely time wasting on the left. I mean, look at them. I'm not doing anything. I'm not approaching them to nothing. And they're just time wasting. They're playing like a virgin on Foot Champions. What is going on here, man? Play the goddamn game, for goodness sake. Oh, I don't like this. Reyners is in behind. Okay, he's taking a power shot. Good save. But we're now going to find Martinelli. Can we find Stansfield? Can he get on the receiving end of this? Oh, that would have been the beautiful touch if he could have brought it down. But for some reason, we've got a free kick. And we've got a free kick taker in McAllister. Okay, we need to make the most of this. McAllister, some decent power on this. Can we get it in? Oh my god! What a goal! Bro, that has got to be one of the first free kicks I've scored. And holy shit, what a goal it is. Alexis McAllister, take a bow. Bro, the curl on this was disgusting. This was similar to what Declan Rice did against Madrid. I hope we get a better angle of that, man, because I'm savouring that free kick for all the time. Look at this, man. Over the... Actually, it wasn't even over the wall. It was around the wall. Keeper no chance. Mwah. Beautiful. Bro, I hope that's the winning goal, man. I really do, because that deserves it. Let's put it this way. If I want a free kick taker on this game, I know exactly who to go for now. Here comes Guerra on the left-hand side of the pitch. Led is there. We're going to try and... Oh, my God. How on earth did the lap get a header in from that angle? Here comes Martinelli. There is against Hakimi. Okay, McAllister, the goal scorer. Can we dink this over? Can we get it in? Oh, this is beautiful. This could be so beautiful. That is the game done and dusted. Stansfield with the third of the game. Game over. Oh, that goal was a thing of beauty, man. What a bit of play. That I don't know how Araujo missed that header, and I don't know how Magnan did not save that. But honestly, I do not care, because that puts us 3-1 up with one hand already on the Champions League. We just don't need any stupidity in the latter stages of this game, man. No silly conceded goals, no silly errors, just perfection. AC Milan, I'm pretty sure this is game over soon enough. As soon as we get the ball off them and whip it up the pitch, it is game over. And there's the full-time whistle. Birmingham City are not only the best team in England, but they've just become the world's best club. And honestly, guys, Birmingham are so goddamn crap, man. No wonder they stormed League One. They're way too good for that league. On top of that, I brought a couple of OGs to the final two in Stansfield. I mean, Laird's another one. I think Cochrane's another one. And overall, I think we've done a good job. A Premier League title, the playoffs, and now the Champions League. And that's where this video comes to an end, guys. If you've enjoyed it and want to see more content like this, let me know by leaving a like on this video and smashing that subscribe button. And if you want to watch more content from me right now, YouTube recommends you watch this, and honestly, I don't blame them.